I think there's a lot of emphasis on this game.
We know we got to win. We got to actually put the work in and do it when it's game time.
You know, age isn't something that I think about. I just view myself as one of those 20-something-year-olds in the locker room.
I feel like this locker room has the right attitude right now, and no one's really down about anything.
I really do care. I want to see this city win.
We want to win. We're hungry for it.
It is Thursday Night Football in the Queen City, and the jungle is ready to roar. The Bengals are back under the primetime lights, taking on their longtime rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers. We've got live team coverage from downtown to Paycor Stadium as fans are fired up for this kickoff. This is your Bengals Game Day special. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Tanya O'Rourke.
And I'm Adrian Whitsett. We are live downtown here at the Banks, where you can see the Bengals fans have been packed in here. They are ready for another primetime showdown here in the Whites. The energy's electric. We're counting down to kickoff, less than an hour away from Bengals and Steelers on Thursday Night Football. How you doing?
Everyone, how you guys have ready? Give us a hootie. All right, we're going to be bringing you live reports from inside Paycor Stadium, of course, and we're talking about how the Bengals are preparing for this, rivalry matchup, a game that they really must win. It always brings the intensity. So let's bring in sports anchors Caleb Noah, Marshall Kramsky. They are live on the field at Paycor Stadium.
It sounds lively in there. Kick it off for us, guys.
Yeah, hey, the fans are in here. It is rocking inside Paycor Stadium already. Look, the fact is for the Bengals, though, it's just not been good enough. The last month of the season, the Bengals have lost 4 straight games, but they're hoping that tonight could be the night that turns around.
Yeah, some housekeeping gear out of the way real quick. Defensive end Trey Hendrickson, he is out with a hip/back injury. Another surprising one, Cam Taylor-Britt, the defensive back, who has been not playing as much recently. He is also inactive. Housekeeping's out of the way. It is Thursday Night Football. It's a whiteout in Cincinnati, and the fans are here. Let's show you everything going on the field right now. We have the special teams unit, the kicking unit of the Bengals. Evan McPherson getting in some final kicks before the Bengals get ready to come out of the tunnel, and probably about 25-30 minutes is when they come out in their full pads for their final pregame workouts out of the tunnel. And you could see some of the fans so far coming in the background there. A lot of white of the earliest fans. Gates just open. You can't expect too much just yet, but I'm not going to lie. Behind the camera, there's a lot of Steelers fans looking at us in the eyes.
There is a decent amount, I'll tell you, a decent amount of black and yellow, specifically on this side of the stadium. But you'll get a pretty good feel for how many Bengals fans are here tonight, or what the ratio is, because it is a whiteout. Look, at the end of the day, you can wear white uniforms, white helmets, you can paint the end zones and the midfield logo white. You could dress it up however you want. At the end of the day, there's going to be a football game played tonight, and it is a must-win by almost all accounts for the Cincinnati Bengals.
At the end of the day, we know we got to win. Certain games, we know we got to beat division teams for us to put ourselves in position to be number 1 in the division.
Must win.
Is that what this is in your mind?
For sure.
Do you subscribe to that?
For sure. I feel like every week is, but it's a divisional game, so it definitely is.
So this is it. We're here. We're about an hour, a little bit more than that out to kick off the Cincinnati Bengals. It's a must-win game, Caleb.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. 3-4 sounds a whole lot better than 2-5 does, and that's the line right now for the Cincinnati Bengals going into this game. That's the difference here, and it wouldn't just be a loss for the Bengals, it'd be a loss to the team that everybody's chasing in the division. He's Marshall, I'm Caleb, we'll send it back to you guys. We're staying right here until kickoff tonight, guys.
That's right, and we will check back in with you. Thanks so much. And we want you at home to please join in on the conversation tonight. Who do you think will be the player of the game? You can scan the QR code on the screen. You got Jamar Chase at the top, Joe Flacco, Chase Brown. Is it someone else? Anytime you see a QR code tonight during this special, scan it and vote. You can also go to WCPO.com.
What do you think? Early odds?
With this one, I don't know. I would hope it's Joe Flacco, and I hope that he's able to spread the ball around to Jamar, to T. Andre Yoshivas is keeping the ball in his hands.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Andre. Oh, look at that. Someone voted. It's already changing. Look at this. We're doing this live, so it's really cool. So keep sticking with us. We're going to show you this as it changes live tonight. All right, take a look at this. Fans are out in force tonight. It is a sea of white and black. Look at this. All the folks are starting to head towards the stadium, right? So they're coming right towards our cameras. You can feel the rivalry energy. You hear people yelling, "Who days they pass us?" It's building as Bengals Nation gets ready for this kickoff.
Yeah, we got WCPO 9 news reporter Alex Null. He spent the evening down over at the Bengal Gym tailgate. He's been out here since early this afternoon checking out the festivities and the fanfare. Alex.
By the looks of the crowd, you wouldn't think that this is a 2-4 team, but what a crowd we have gotten today. Just a sea of white behind me. I think, you know, talk about 2-4 and all these folks still out here. I think that shows the optimism behind not Joe Burrow, but Joe Flacco being the starting quarterback. We've got fans from all over, not only all over the country, but from Canada as well. Over here, you guys traveled 3,000 miles just to come watch not only your first Bengals game, but your first NFL game. How excited are you guys to go in and watch it at Paycor?
We're so pumped. We're so excited. It's crazy how excited we are. Like, I cried.
Yeah. You guys came all the way from Canada. Tell me about the travel. What was it like for y'all?
Oh, geez, we took 4 different airplanes, 2 different airlines, and then we drove 300 miles to come here.
Unbelievable. I mean, that's the dedication to come and watch the Bengals. I know Joe Burrow went down, right? Maybe you wanted to watch him, but are you optimistic to watch the other Joe?
Yes, I am. I think Joe Flacco can do it.
Yeah.
I think he can.
Score prediction?
34-20.
34-20.
Bengals.
Bengals, of course. All right. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it. Yeah. You know, you got fans, like I said, from Canada, from all over coming to watch the Bengals in prime time on Thursday night. Couldn't have asked for a better night. I haven't seen a cloud in the 3 hours I've been out here all night, and it's just going to get even better when the Bengals win tonight at Paycor Stadium. For now, live at the Banks of Alex Null, WCPO 9 News.
Hey, thanks, Alex. And, you know, we just met a fan from Seattle that came all the way from Seattle for this game. We met a whole horde of guys that came down from Canada, Ontario, too, which apparently has a ton of Bengal fans.
One of the biggest, the largest Bengals fan base in any country that's not the U.S. And, of course, we are airing the Bengals and Steelers tonight right here on WCPO 9. So some programming is going to shift a little bit. This is what you can expect. 911 is going to air tonight on Bounce. That's at 8 o'clock. You need to check, depending on what you have, it's Alta Fiber Spectrum, to see what channel it will be on. The episode will then be replayed here at 2:06 in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, so stay up for that.
Yes.
National 911 will air on Bounce at 9 p.m. Also, check that channel again. It's also going to be replayed on this channel, WCPO 9, at 1:06 a.m. tomorrow morning. And if you want to watch Grey's Anatomy, tune in on Bounce at 10 o'clock, because that episode will also be re-aired on WCPO 9.1 Saturday morning at 1:06.
Yeah, so if you're up for those, now you know the times. Maybe you set a DVR. Maybe you just stick with us right here and you just watch this game and you just get a recap maybe online about what's going on with Grey's or 911.
You can catch up with that later.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so much, much more to come here on WCPO 9, including a conversation I had with Bengals quarterback and Cincinnati native Sean Clifford, how he went from drawing pictures of winning a Super Bowl in a Bengals uniform as a kid suiting up for his team. Stay with us.
If someone were afraid of the dentist, maybe they haven't been in a long time, maybe they're embarrassed, I feel like this would be a really safe place for them to go and get the care that they need.
Visit nofeardentist.com to learn how IV sedation can change your life.
Birth injury cases are unique because of the gravity and the unexpected nature of the injury.
We're here to help provide you answers as to what happened and compensation for those things that are required because of those mistakes.
You are the North Star, the guiding light for the ones you love. They watch, they learn, they do what you do. And when you take care of yourself, they can stay healthy and strong like you. You are the center of their universe, and the first step to their good health is yours. Mercy Health, primary, specialty, and emergency care. Healthcare for the universe of you.
The Philistines have assembled.
They have a giant. What?
My king,
I will fight the giant.
Goliath! Can one stone change the course of history?
Our biggest sale of the year is happening right now at Mike Willis Ford. During November and December, our mission is to sell 200 new F-150s and Expeditions before the clock strikes midnight on December 31st.
So how are we going to do this? By giving you $12,000 off new F-150s and Expeditions, plus $1,000 in accessories of your choice.
Don't wait. Come take advantage of our biggest sale of the year.
And as always, every new Ford we sell comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Mike Willis Ford, the way it should be.
Readiness. An enduring spirit. Precise execution. Whatever's required, there's no better partner than Chubb when it's all on the line. Chubb, proud insurance partner of the U.S. Open.
Welcome back to Bengals pregame coverage. We are counting down to kickoff. That's a live look from Paycor Stadium right there. In fact, you can see it's all black and white in there because it's a whiteout. You can watch the Bengals and Steelers right here on WCPO 9 and Amazon Prime. It is going to be a matchup, an AFC matchup. I love it.
We are undefeated in the division so far. So let's keep it that way.
You gave me a heart attack there for a second.
Let's keep it that way. Hey, who will be under center for the Bengals has been sort of the talk of the season for the Bengals. When Joe Burrow went down there in the second quarter of game 2, all of a sudden, the team signed a couple extra quarterbacks just in case.
Yeah, they sure did. And that includes a kid who grew up right here in Cincinnati and has always dreamed of wearing orange and black. Welcome home.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's just amazing to be back in the city that gave me so much.
Sean Clifford grew up in Cincinnati, played football at Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy, then St. Xavier High School, where he took the team to a state championship. It's here in this city where he learned to love the game of football.
I remember vivid memories of falling in love with football, but not only falling in love with football, but finding my best friend in the entire world with my brother. And in the corner of this end zone.
That's Sean and his little brother Liam, dressed in orange and black.
And would sit in that end zone, watch great games and great players, and it was just an absolute blast.
He drew pictures of himself winning it all for his home team.
It's like all stick figures, it looks terrible. But it's me wearing a Bengals helmet on a podium with the rest of my team, and it's a big Super Bowl championship trophy.
Now he's home, practicing with this hometown team, a quarterback on the practice squad.
I always knew that this might be a place like down the line, but to be back in the stripes, it feels pretty great. It's special.
I know you're a professional. I know you've worked your butt off to be exactly where you are, but a little bit mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing, but motivating, very motivating.
Clifford tells me he carries with him the lessons taught to him in high school. So you're still a man for others?
Man for others through and through. I mean, that's what God would want, and that's what, ultimately we're set on this earth to do. And I think that, I'm finding that every single day. Different ways to interact with teammates, different ways to interact with fans and the community, and just trying to be the best version I possibly can be.
And with hard work and perseverance, he's hoping somehow he makes a difference for his team.
Do you still see yourself with that striped helmet on, holding the Lombardi trophy with your team around you?
Of course, yeah, every single day. Early mornings, late nights, whatever it takes. I've expressed that to the coaching staff that, I want to, whether I'm on the field or not, I'm going to be the guy that is going to put in the effort, and because I really do care. I really do. I want to see this city win.
I mean, I love that so much. How good is that? He wants to see his city win. I want you to see your city win. I want my city to win too. It would be amazing, especially tonight.
Yes, tonight's the first one.
Yeah, we start
because you got to stack up the wins before you get to the Super Bowl. So let's get this one done. We've been asking you all night here during our special coverage, this pregame special before the kickoff tonight right here for Thursday Night Football. Who's going to be the player of the game? I would like it to be all of them. I'm amending my earlier answer.
All
I said
Bengals.
Joe Flacco, but how about all of them? So Chase Brown, is it Joe Flacco? Is it Jamar Chase? What's going to be the deciding factor in a win tonight? Sports anchors Marshall Kramsky and Caleb Noe, they're on the field for us next.
It's Trucktober at Jake Sweeney Chevrolet. Together, let's drive and get 2.9% APR for 72 months on new Chevy Silverados. Only at Jake Sweeney Chevrolet, Tri-County.
JakeSweeney.com.
If someone were afraid of the dentist, maybe they haven't been in a long time, maybe they're embarrassed, I feel like this would be a really safe place for them to go and get the care that they need.
Visit NoFearDentist.com to learn how IV sedation can change your life.
When a patient comes to Mayfield with a brain tumor, we bring the patient's case history to the Mayfield Brain Tumor Board.
So it's not just one doctor looking at you, it's a whole team of doctors. That really gave me some great assurance that I was going to get the right care. Every chance I get, if I hear somebody talk about back problems or brain tumors, first thing that comes out of my mouth is go to Mayfield.
Learn more at mayfieldclinic.com. Mayfield, expert brain tumor care.
Birth injury cases are unique because of the gravity and the unexpected nature of the injury.
We're here to help provide you answers as to what happened and compensation for those things that are required because of those mistakes.
The Philistines have assembled.
I have a giant. What?
My king, I will fight the giant.
Can one stone change the course of history?
Readiness. An enduring spirit. Precise execution. Whatever's required, there's no better partner than Chubb when it's all on the line. Chubb, proud insurance partner of the U.S. Open.
Our biggest sale of the year is happening right now at Mike Willis Ford. During November and December, our mission is to sell 200 new F-150s and Expeditions before the clock strikes midnight on December 31st.
So how are we going to do this? By giving you $12,000 off new F-150s and Expeditions, plus $1,000 in accessories of your choice.
Don't wait. Come take advantage of our biggest sale of the year.
And as always, every new Ford we sell comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Mike Willis Ford, the way it should be.
Welcome back to our very special pregame coverage of this Thursday night tilt as the Bengals host the Steelers inside Paycor Stadium. You can see that the Banks is filling up tonight. We're looking just outside the stadium, getting ready to take on our AFC North divisional rival.
What a game this could be.
It's going to be fun. Sports anchors Caleb Noah, Marshall Crampsey, they are down on the field right now inside the stadium. All
right, guys, obviously the big topic is Joe Flacco and what he can bring to the team in Joe Burrow's absence, of course. Where would you say Flacco stands after just, I know it's only been 9 days, but 9 days at Cincinnati, how's he making a difference?
I think he knows the playbook. He knows where his hotel is at, and he knows where he needs to throw the football to number 1 and number 5. I mean, that's an oversimplification, but if you've ever been at a point in your life where you've got so much going on, and it's like, don't ask me about what's happening 2 days from now or tomorrow. Like, I'm focused on what's happening right here, right now. I think that's where it's been for Joe Flacco. But what the Bengals wanted when they brought Joe Flacco in here, I think they've gotten, and that's a mature, calm presence in this locker room.
I spoke to Joe Flacco off camera, and the one thing that really stood out to me was just how cool he was. Like, cool meaning relaxed. And in such a hectic time where everything moves and you have to start in a new place, the second game, relax. You mentioned the hotel room, we still in an apartment. And the one thing that really stood out about hearing from Zach Taylor and Joe Flacco is that this week, they're going to be able to install more in the playbook. Yeah. Even though it's a short week, even though it was only 3 work days before this game, they installed more for Joe Flacco now that they're starting to understand what he likes. So I think we could see a lot from Joe Flacco tonight getting the ball to other people.
Well, and you think about the reps that they've been able to bank up to this point. It's not a ton, right? But you should feel good about the number of reps that they've been able to bank between last week at practice. Now, keep in mind, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, they took it easy on those guys last last week, understanding that they had 2 games in the course of 5 days. But you take those reps, add those with the reps they got last week in Green Bay in the game, you add those with some of the limited reps that they've had this week in practice. I think Bengals fans should at least feel comfortable going into tonight's matchup.
Yeah, they should, absolutely. And you know, we've been asking the folks at home during this question, so we'll ask you there on the field. Who do you think is going to be the difference maker for this team tonight?
So the obvious answer is wide receiver Jamar Chase. If the Bengals are going to be good, he has to be great. However, the less obvious answer, we need to see wide receiver Chase Brown. As you hear the Steelers,
yeah, can we take
behind me? Yeah, they're behind me. There's the Pittsburgh Steelers coming out. That's where the boos.
You can hear the boos.
But we need to see running back Chase Brown do something tonight. It's not all his fault. The offensive line has a big role to play in that. However, the Bengals, in pretty much every statistical rushing category, dead last. You need to help Joe Flacco and the Bengals offense, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. They will all be better if the run game is better. The run game, quite frankly, has been abysmal this year, and we need to see Chase Brown pick it up.
Look, call it exactly what it is. The Bengals' run game this season hasn't just been bad. It hasn't been just the worst in the NFL. It's been the worst in the NFL by a lot. The Bengals are averaging 56 yards on the ground this season. That is 25 yards behind the 31st team in the NFL, the Tennessee Titans. The Bengals' run game has been historically bad this season. I don't think they have to be great in that category to win tonight, but I do think they need to be better in that category.
Yeah, Chase Brown goes for 100 yards. I say they win. Let's see what you guys say.
Okay.
I like that, and I'm going to keep my eye on that all night long, and I totally agree with you. Gentlemen, thanks so much. We'll check back with you in a little bit. Coming up, we want you to meet the International Bengals Fan of the Year who travels all the way from Toronto to Cincy for games. Find out how the Icky Shuffle started it all.
Readiness. An enduring spirit. Precise execution. Whatever's required, there's no better partner than Chubb when it's all on the line. Chubb, proud insurance partner of the U.S. Open.
The Philistines have assembled.
They have a giant. What?
My king, I will fight the giant.
Can one stone change the course of history?
Many abused and neglected animals are hungry and need help right now. Many animals are starving, wondering if food will ever come, with the unbearable pain that comes with that, and they need our help.
There are animals that have no idea when their next meal will come. They can't even remember when their last meal was. And they are moments from dying.
So I'm here to ask you, will you open your heart to help an animal who's hungry? Go online, call, or simply scan this code and donate just $19 a month. You'll help feed a hungry animal. That's just 63 cents a day to fill their empty bowl and show them the love in your heart.
There are empty bowls that are sitting there waiting to be filled. You can tell that these dogs are so weak from hunger. They've known no other life but a life of suffering.
No animal should have to go hungry. And with your support today, you will help feed a hungry animal. You can fill their bowl, but you have to make your urgent life-saving gift today. So please join in the next 10 minutes. And if you do, we'll send you this free welcome kit to thank you for helping an animal today.
There's always an empty bowl on the ground that should have food in it. And it's very clear from the appearance of these dogs that that bowl hasn't had food in it for a long time.
We urgently need 3,000 new donors in the next 30 days. Please say you'll be one of them by signing up today. No animal should ever go hungry, and I know you agree. Please make this the moment that you say, I won't stand by while they suffer. Help fill their bowl too. Go online, call, or scan this code right now.
Almost. Welcome back. Of course, Bengals fans know Bengal Jam, a former NFL Fan of the Year for the Bengals. But did you know there's also an International Bengals Fan of the Year?
Yeah, this is John DiGirolamo. He was born and raised in Canada, lives in Toronto, and he frequently travels here to Cincinnati because he's a season ticket holder. Good morning, Tri-State anchor Frank Marzullo caught up with him this week.
You're born, raised, you live in Toronto. Where did your love for the Bengals come from?
That's a great question. I think for anyone that started to watch a sport for the first time, you gravitate towards teams that are competitive and have some sort of flair around them. And for me, that was the late 80s Cincinnati Bengals making a run to the Super Bowl. Fantastic offensive team led by Boomer Esiason, a great coach in Sam Weish. And it was always fun watching them dance in the end zone and perform the Icky Shuffle.
Imagine.
John says Canada, especially Southern Ontario, is home to one of the largest Bengals fan bases outside the U.S., more than any other country.
I mean,
amazing.
It's amazing that someone would travel that far to come see the Bengals play, what, 8 times
But
a
on
year?
an experience tonight in a whiteout game on a Thursday night against the Steelers, like, this is the time to do it.
Oh, and the weather is absolute perfection. I love it out here. I got to tell you, behind us, the fans, there's so many people out here. It makes me feel so good, doesn't it?
So good.
By the way, nice jersey.
Right? I had to change it up a little bit. I know it's not a white one, but they wear
it's
orange.
your jersey. You like that
And
one.
it is my favorite color. So here we are. We are having a great time down here at the Banks. We're starting to see more and more of the folks leave the Banks and head over toward Paycor because kickoff's going to happen here in the next 45 minutes. We've got you covered on our special pregame show. We'll check back in with Caleb and Marshall inside that.
This time of the year, the weather, it can change in seconds. When storms do become severe, every second matters to keep you and your family safe. Our 9 First Warning weather team doesn't wait for the National Weather Service. We're out in front with our 9 First Warning Doppler, scanning the skies up to 5 times faster, with more detail, seeing inside dangerous storms, so we can tell you exactly what's on the way earlier. And you have extra time to prepare. When every second counts, count on 9 First Warning weather.
As a legal journalist, every time I step into the Supreme Court, I am always in awe. In today's society, the law affects everyone. And that's why it's very important for people to be informed, especially when it comes to the law. I see it as a great responsibility to be able to parse out all of the information that may be wrong and bring the facts.
Joy Burnett, Scripps News.
For live reports, breaking news, and headlines from across the country, stream Scripps News.
I'm going to ask you a lot of intensely personal questions. How do you explain it? The worst crime anyone can imagine. Do you feel like you took the fall for this murder? Tell me in your own words, what happened? Let's get started.
Interview with a Killer. New season premieres Saturday, October 25th. Only on Court TV.
Watch live TV for free. Meet Tablo. Access over 90 free channels, including popular shows, news, and live sports. Plus, you can record, pause, and replay. Always 0 monthly fees or contracts. Order a Tablo Total System at TabloTV.com or these popular retailers.
Whether it's here,
or here.
Costs are going up.
Taking more of your hard-earned money.
We have solutions so you don't waste your money. Connecting your family with smarter ways to save.
Together, we'll help you make ends meet, getting answers, protecting you from scams.
If I can't get Channel 9 to help me, nobody's going to help me.
And cost-cutting ideas to fight inflation.
The most experienced money-saving team is right here for you, so you don't waste your money on WCPO 9.
Through Spelling Bees, kids do more than just memorize words. We develop values like sportsmanship, resilience, and the joy of learning.
That is correct.
The BS taught me hard work and dedication.
Spelling Bees aren't about winning. They're about the journey and how we grow.
This experience is amazing and it's so much fun.
You can help give kids a chance to participate. If you believe in the power of words, DONATE today.
There's something so powerful about giving people a voice.
by sitting down and letting them tell us what's happening in their community in regards to crime. But we have also heard so many great ideas for how to solve these issues.
Talk to people. Cameras at corners.
Empower them for the real world. We're going to tell these stories. We're going to call on those who can make a difference in this community.
Can you clarify for our viewers? We're working with the governor.
We are listening to problems. Our hope is to work with you to find the solutions.
Get connected with WCPO 9 News anytime, anywhere. And stay prepared with 9 First Warning Weather 24/7. Install our app on your favorite device and watch free 24/7.
I think there's a lot of emphasis on this game.
We know we got to win. We got to actually put the work in and do it when it's game time.
You know, age isn't something that I think about. I just view myself as one of those 20-something-year-olds in the locker room.
I feel like this locker room has the right attitude right now, and no one's really down about anything.
I really do care. I want to see this city win.
We want to win. We're hungry for it.
Thursday Night Football has arrived in the Queen City, and so has that man, Aaron Rodgers. Wow. In a Steelers uniform. Still looks weird to me. The jungle, though, look at all that white. It's ready to roar.
It's also weird to see Joe Flacco in a Bengals
that's
uniform.
Also
so
true.
There's that.
That's also true.
Hey, it is the prime time Thursday night game as the Bengals are hosting their division rivals in the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's something you'll be able to watch here when it kicks off in 45 minutes right here on WCPO 9 or Amazon Prime. This is what it looks like just outside where we are right now. You've got the folks excited about this game at the Banks. There we go. We are counting down the minutes to kickoff. The fans are excited. We're excited. Thanks for sticking with us here for your Bengals game day special. I'm Adrian Whitsett.
I'm Tanya O'Rourke. Glad to be with you. We are live, of course, down here at the Banks. The energy is totally electric. The jungle.
It's a lot different than 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, I was sweating it. I was
she was worried.
I was worried, but no worries anymore. It is going to be a thrilling primetime showdown, Adrian.
That it is. 45 minutes to kick off. As I mentioned, something you can watch right here, and we are ready.
Yes, we are. Okay, so sports anchors Caleb Noe and Marshall Kramsky, they are down at Paycor Stadium right there on the field. Guys, what's happening down there on the field?
Hey, you all already said it. I just want to reiterate it. When Aaron Rodgers came out here in a Steelers uniform, and I'm well aware, I've watched him play from afar this season for the Steelers. Seeing him in a Steelers uniform with my own eyes is jarring, man. But it's just about like seeing Joe Flacco in a Bengals uniform.
It doesn't make any sense. And you know who it really doesn't make sense for? The Steelers and Mike Tomlin. They're not happy about it. We'll get into that in a second. But Joe Flacco, although he's only had 9 days to learn another version of this playbook, he has success against the Pittsburgh Steelers in his career. He's 11-11, and you hear the linebackers coming out now. Why don't we step off? We'll show you the people you actually want to see. The Steelers and Bengals taking the field. And Joe Flacco in this game is one that nobody would have expected 2 weeks ago, and nobody, especially on the Steelers side, is happy about.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin took over as the head coach in Pittsburgh back in 2007. 1 year after that, 2008, that's when Joe Flacco was drafted by the Baltimore Ravens. So plenty of history between those two guys. In fact, 22 regular season matchups and 3 postseason matchups between Joe Flacco as quarterback and Mike Tomlin as head coach. And Tomlin made it very clear earlier this week how surprised he was that the Cleveland Browns traded a guy like Joe Flacco to another team in the division, the Cincinnati Bengals.
You know, to be honest, it was shocking to me. Andrew Berry must be a lot smarter than me or us, because it doesn't make sense to me to trade a quarterback that you think enough of to make your opening day starter to a division opponent that's hurting in that area.
It's not negative or positive about me at the end of the day.
What did you think when you saw it?
I kept scrolling.
Yeah, so Jamar Chase didn't care too much about it one way or another. All right, on your screen, some numbers to put in perspective. Specifically, I mean, look at the right side of the screen. The Bengals are bottom 4 in all 4 categories on your screen, 2 of them on offense, 2 of them on defense. I mean, the numbers say that the Bengals have not been a very good football team this year.
And the numbers also say the Steelers have been a very good football team. Sure. And let me tell you, whenever I see a primetime game between 2 AFC North teams, especially the Bengals and Steelers, It's going to sound so cliche, but I mean it. Throw everything away.
Yeah.
These teams know each other. They hate each other. There's a genuine dislike off the football field. It's the closest you get to a college football rivalry. Mike Tomlin's walking right behind us right now, and he was already chirping when he was walking on to the field earlier. He's ready to be back in Cincinnati, and the Bengals are ready for the Steelers. Man, you can feel it in the air. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll send it back to you guys. We'll be hanging out right here.
Just about time.
Can't wait. And I just said to Adrian, well, you think that Joe Flacco hates the Pittsburgh Steelers too? And yeah, of course he does. Play for the Ravens. All right, here it is. This is our question of the night. You can scan that QR code if you want to chime in. Who do you think will be the player of the game tonight? All right, take a look. Everyone's saying, not everybody, but 47% they say Jamar, because Uno knows how to put this team on his back.
That he does. Joe Flacco would love to see Chase Brown. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and also say I would love to see Barrett Carter, who is in for Logan Wilson right now at linebacker. The rookie. If he has I mean, come on. Come on.
If he takes
what if
away,
he could take
causes some turnovers?
That's what I'm saying. We need everyone to step up tonight. Amazing.
I would be so excited about that.
We
I would
need
be
a difference
so thrilled.
maker tonight. We need a difference maker.
We really do. We need this. We need the stadium to be electric. Look, we got the white helmets out here with us. The team has those white helmets on. Everyone in that stadium should be white except the Pittsburgh Steelers fans who are in black.
We'll drown them out.
Yeah.
We do have some programming notes to just sort of take care of because we're airing this game tonight.
All right, so here's what you can expect. Listen up. 911 is going to air on Bounce. That's our channel 8 o'clock tonight. That channel listing's on your screen, so take a look at that. The episode of 911 will also be replayed on WCPO 9 at 2:06 a.m. on Friday.
Then Nashville 911, that is going to air on Bounce afterward at 9 p.m. and replayed right here on WCPO 9 at 1:06 a.m. tomorrow morning. Then there's Grey's Anatomy. You can watch that tonight on Bounce. We hope you'll stay with us and just watch the Bengals if you're staying with us right now. The episode will be re-aired on WCPO 9.1. That's Saturday morning at 1:06.
Well, from playoff heartbreak to redemption, the Bengals and the Steelers are, this game always just means so much more. Up next, we're going to look back at the football rivalry Tri-Staters know and cherish well.
Readiness. An enduring spirit. Precise execution. Whatever's required, there's no better partner than Chubb when it's all on the line. Chubb, proud insurance partner of the U.S. Open.
Whether it's here,
or here.
Costs are going up.
Taking more of your hard-earned money.
We have solutions so you don't waste your money. Connecting your family with smarter ways to save.
Together, we'll help you make ends meet, getting answers, protecting you from scams.
If I can't get Channel 9 to help me, nobody's going to help me.
And cost-cutting ideas to fight inflation.
The most experienced money-saving team is right here for you, so you don't waste your money on WCPO 9.
Watch live TV for free. Meet Tablo. Access over 90 free channels, including popular shows, news, and live sports. Plus, you can record, pause, and replay. Always 0 monthly fees or contracts. Order a Tablo Total System at TabloTV.com or these popular retailers.
I'm going to ask you a lot of intensely personal questions. How do you explain it? The worst crime anyone can imagine. Do you feel like you took the fall for this murder? Tell me in your own words, what happened? Let's get started.
Interview with a Killer. New season premieres Saturday, October 25th. Only on Court TV.
As a legal journalist, every time I step into the Supreme Court, I am always in awe. In today's society, the law affects everyone. And that's why it's very important for people to be informed, especially when it comes to the law. I see it as a great responsibility to be able to parse out all of the information that may be wrong and bring the facts. Avajoy Burnett, Scripps News.
For live reports, breaking news, and headlines from across the country, stream Scripps News.
These are the cases that captivated the world.
Couldn't keep my life straight. They were killed by their own children.
That challenged the legal system and ourselves. Court TV, Legendary Trials.
So this game is all the talk about the two quarterbacks, the Unk Bowl, the Icy Hot Bowl, because their combined age is 81, 40 and a 41-year-old. Flacco being 40, Aaron Rodgers being 41. This is only the third time that two 40-year-old plus quarterbacks have ever faced off in NFL history. The other two times were both Tom Brady against Drew Brees. That was news to Joe Flacco earlier this week when they told him about that. This game is much more than Joe Flacco, though, because the purpose of getting Joe Flacco is to make the other players better. Guys like Jamar Chase, and we've seen a lot out of Jamar Chase. I think they're going to need to see even more, Caleb.
Yeah, look, you team up a guy like Joe Flacco with experienced receivers like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. I think the part of the reason you bring Flacco in here is because he's a mature guy. He's going to understand what his role is going to be in this offense. Here's part of what Joe Flacco said earlier this week.
Have you thought about how unique that aspect is, the fact that the two quarterbacks in the game are combined over 80 years old?
Has it happened before? I'm sure there's been some old guys. Brady and Brees, yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things. When I'm I've been in a locker room my whole life, so age isn't something that I think about. I just view myself as one of those 20-something-year-olds in the locker room, and so it's not something I really think about. But I think one day when you look back on it, it's just one of those things that'll be pretty cool to be able to, have a matchup like this.
So there's so much talk about their ages. Joe Flacco is 2 years younger than his head coach, Zach Taylor, who is one of the youngest head coaches in the NFL. But it's just funny. At the end of the day, though, Joe Flacco's still what he proved in the second half last week, a competitive quarterback. The Bengals hoping that he could be competitive against the Steelers team that he has had a lot of success against.
Okay, the last line I saw, talk about betting odds, the last line I saw was the Bengals as 5.5-point underdogs. Your take heading into this game?
I think that this is going to be a really close game, like Bengals-Steelers games always are. And I think the Bengals know just how much they have to play for. And truthfully, I think a lot of it's going to come down to how much can this crowd get Aaron Rodgers off of his cadence, because one of the things Aaron Rodgers does best is force false starts for the other team, force defensive encroachments. If this crowd can be loud when the Steelers are on offense, I think the Bengals can win this game.
I think if the Bengals can win this game, you might be able to look back at this game and say it's a major turning point. Look, the reality is they need a little bit of momentum. They need a little bit of feel good because they haven't had a whole lot of that over the course of the last month. The Bengals have lost 4 straight games. 3 of those were as ugly as they could be. Last week gave you some reason for hope as a Bengals fan. Tonight, maybe they finally get a win. Guys, back to you.
All right. Caleb, Marshall, thank you there. It's Cincinnati. It's Pittsburgh. One of those matchups that every time it's here, it means just a little bit more.
It is just grinded out football. And these two teams have shared more than their fair share of drama, for sure. And tonight, they're ready to add a brand new chapter to the story.
It began in Cincinnati's Riverfront days, a rivalry rooted in city pride and decades of history. January 2006, in the wild card round versus Pittsburgh, on the second play, Carson Palmer threw a 66-yard completion, only to be hit low by former Bengal Kimo Van Oelhoffen. The hit tore muscle ligaments, ending his season and changing Cincinnati's postseason fate. Fast forward to 2015, the Steelers stand in the way of Cincinnati's first playoff win in more than 2 decades. The Bengals led late in the fourth when Jeremy Hill fumbled to give Pittsburgh the ball.
He's coming out.
A hit by Vontaze Burfict on defenseless receiver Antonio Brown drew a penalty, followed by an unsportsmanlike conduct flag on Adam Jones. Together, they pushed Pittsburgh into field goal range. Chris Boswell drilled the 35-yard kick, and the Bengals season was over. The rivalry evolved. In 2021, Joe Burrow led a new Bengals core that swept Pittsburgh for the first time since 2009. Part of the run that brought Cincinnati its first AFC North title in years. From Riverfront to Paycor, from heartbreaking injuries to emotional meltdowns to rebirth, this rivalry defines generations, and tonight, another chapter begins under the lights.
So let's take a look at the rivalry by the numbers. Pittsburgh leads this all-time series 71-40, not good. The two teams have met twice in the playoffs, as we just showed you, both won by the Steelers. Divisional titles, Pittsburgh has that edge by a whopping 24-10. 8. They have broken our heart over and over and over and over and over.
They have, but you know what? Our hearts have been broken 4 straight games this season, and I think it's time for a turnaround.
I really do too. I think that we got this is it. This is a great night to say this. No more.
No more.
We got another Joe under center.
That's right.
No
Joe
more.
Flacco.
And he can do it. He really can. He's done it before.
He has, and he showed signs of it against the Packers last week. So I'm excited for this. I think the fans are too. That seems to be the sentiment.
It's a parade of humanity behind us, just heading towards Paycor.
I think it will be loud in there. I think it will be loud. I'm looking forward to it.
I think so too.
Let's talk about this. Orange lipstick. Player signed cars. There's a Bengals super fan that takes the Houday spirit to a whole new level.
Oh my.
You're gonna meet the Cookie Girl and find out why players can't resist her treats. That's next here on WCPO 9.
I'm Lou Manfredini, and today I'm standing in the Gilkey Window Factory with Emily Gilkey. You know, when you call Gilkey, you're not calling a big box store. You're speaking with a family-run business.
That's right. I grew up watching my dad design windows at our kitchen table, and we've been making the best windows for almost 50 years.
Right now, you can save $400 off Gilkey windows and $1,000 off patio doors.
Give us a call today or visit Gilkey.com.
Furniture Fair is a proud sponsor of Bearcats All Access. Scan the QR code on the screen to enter to win a Beauty Rest Black Series 3 pillow top mattress.
The perfect mattress does exist. You just have to know where to find it. At Furniture Fair, our Bed Match technology does all the work, and you get all the benefits. Try Bed Match today and go home with a mattress perfectly fitted for you. The best night's sleep starts at Furniture Fair.
I'm going to ask you a lot of intensely personal questions. How do you explain it? The worst crime anyone can imagine. Do you feel like you took the fall for this murder? Tell me in your own words, what happened? Let's get started.
Interview with a Killer. New season premieres Saturday, October 25th. Only on Court TV. Scripps News.
I just want to start here.
I think this is just extraordinary.
Bringing you the big stories.
Scripps News has been investigating jails that house immigrant detainees.
She wanted me to meet someone. That someone was Jeffrey Epstein. Do you support compiling a list?
The impacts.
The big storyline is the job market has slowed.
That matter to you.
Why should Americans not blame you and your party? Why the delay?
For live reports, breaking news, and headlines from across the country, stream Scripps News.
Get connected with WCPO 9 News anytime, anywhere. And stay prepared with 9 first warning weather 24/7. Install our app on your favorite device and watch free 24/7.
These are the cases that captivated the world.
Couldn't keep my life straight. They were killed by their own children.
That challenged the legal system and ourselves. Court TV, legendary trials.
Welcome back to Bengals pregame coverage. We're about 30 minutes to kick right now. We're taking our live look here where we're standing at the banks on this whiteout night. Of course, not everyone got the memo. There's some orange, there's some black.
You're wearing orange.
I am wearing orange, as long as it's not Steelers colors, and I've seen much more white than that this time.
Usually we do say a sea of orange and black, but it is white and black.
It is, which I'm glad to see on this Thursday. Hey, check this out. There's a Bengals fan who we've talked about before. She has not one but 2 orange cars. One of them, the one you're seeing right here, is signed by dozens of players. Most of the players, though, they don't know her name. They just know her and call her Cookie Girl.
I have met her several times. WCPO 9 News reporter Keith Berry-Golick shows us how she does it.
Hello, Bengals Nation. My name is Chris Wills, otherwise known as the Bengals Cookie Girl.
Do you remember the first time you made cookies?
Yeah, I was at Bengals training camp, and Ray Mataluga was new on the team. He was so hungry after practice, he just picked them up and opened them and started eating them. And the first time I did it, they just started calling me the Cookie Girl, and it just kind of stuck on from there.
You're not a chef. You don't have a cookie business.
No, I don't have a business. People want my business card. Well, I don't have a business card because I do it out of my house. So this is our Bengals car. Behind you is my other car, and my license plate says Faniac on that one. So, a little crazy. Like my lipstick is even orange. Even her hair screams Houday because it's you know. And my husband always says, yeah, you got enough Bengals stuff on. Don't worry. People are going to know you're a fan.
It's a little bit crazy. I blame Ray Malaluga. If Ray didn't eat them, like, why would they trust random person giving cookies? So.
And all I have to do is say, I got your cookie and cookies, and they come running over across the field. And sometimes they give me a hug, which is so sweaty. But, you know, and so sweaty. Like I said, this is going way back. Andre Caldwell, Domata Pecco. And as you can see, hair still orange. Let me get these cookies out before they burn here. They really always appreciate it, and that makes me happy. I love this team, and like I said, win or lose, it doesn't matter, good or bad. I'm never going to change my team because this is my team.
When do we get to try these cookies?
Cheers. They smell good, don't they? All right. And I'll keep doing it as long as they still want cookies.
From Colerain Township.
I should eat this whole cookie, but I can't stop.
Go ahead.
Keith Berry-Golick, WCPO 9 News.
Great stuff there from Keith. I want to try one of those cookies now. Chris says the player that loves her cookies the most right now is Chase Brown. One time he got mad that his fiance ate all the cookies that she made. And Chris says she's still working to try and get her cookies over to Joe Burrow.
Well, she's always on the sidelines at practice, like in off season, and they come over and they do. I've watched it happen. So as Halloween and football season line up, some Bengals fans are leaning into the festivities. Take a look at this. A family from Colerain Township. They've been lifelong fans. A lot happening over there in Colerain Township. It's spooky season, and they decorated their home, mirroring their dedication to the team. A little bit of humor there, too. It's a few skeletons in Bengals jerseys with the tombstone saying, still waiting to win a Cincinnati Super Bowl.
Well, we're hoping that we can rest Aaron Rodgers in peace tomorrow night. That's the plan. We're hoping to be able to get into the playoffs this year still. I think Joe Flacco's looked better in the second half last game, and I feel like we're going to do better this game.
Totally agree. And hopefully they won't be waiting too long for that Super Bowl win. I've been waiting a while, too.
Yeah, we all have. All right, it's been dubbed the Icy Hot Bowl. Flacco, Rodgers, two quarterbacks, over 40 in a matchup that's almost never seen in the NFL. How the Bengals have fared against legends of longevity. Next.
You are the North Star, the guiding light for the ones you love. And the first step to their good health is yours. Mercy Health, primary, specialty, and emergency care. Healthcare for the universe of you.
This time of the year, the weather, it can change in seconds. When storms do become severe, every second matters to keep you and your family safe. Our 9 First Warning weather team doesn't wait for the National Weather Service. We're out in front with our 9 First Warning Doppler, scanning the skies up to 5 times faster, with more detail, seeing inside dangerous storms, so we can tell you exactly what's on the way earlier. And you have extra time to prepare. When every second counts, count on 9 First Warning weather.
If you think you can report on American politics by just staying in Washington, D.C., you're doing it wrong. Do you hope his visit to the picket line changes some policies? I make it a priority to go to places that aren't spoken about on national news and bring their perspective to my reporting. Are you going to vote? This country is so diverse. And if you thought the news cycle was busy lately, well, buckle up. Joe St. George, Scripps News, Washington.
For live reports, breaking news, and headlines from across the country, stream Scripps News.
Cincinnati. We are tough, but within us all beats a heart for our community.
Really just wanted to help any way I could.
So when our neighbors face hard times, we roll up our sleeves together, side by side with you, to listen and support, help you solve and save. The difference is clear. Watch WCPO 9 News at 6.
Get connected with WCPO 9 News anytime, anywhere. And stay prepared with 9 First Warning Weather 24/7. Install our app on your favorite device and watch free 24/7.
Behind every race car driver is a passion for staying ahead.
Competing in the Scripps National Spelling Bee gave me an edge by teaching me to view every challenge as a learning opportunity. Just like in racing, no matter where you place in the bee, you can push yourself and discover what you're really made of.
Empower your students to dream big, just like NASCAR driver and Tableau TV ambassador Ryan Ellis. Put them on the fast track to success and sign up for the Scripps National Spelling Bee today.
We are back with your pregame coverage of Thursday Night Football. It is the Steelers here to take on our Bengals at home. The crowd at the Banks. There's still a pretty big crowd, but many fans are there inside this stadium right now for a whiteout.
I'm shocked with 20 minutes till kickoff that there are still this many fans out here. Maybe they're going to just hang out here and watch the game out in these bars. Tonight's matchup features something incredibly rare in NFL history. 2 starting quarterbacks over the age of 40 on that field. It's like a geriatric bowl.
Yeah, some folks calling it the Icy Hot Bowl. That came from Cameron Hayward of the Steelers. Joe Flacco, 40 years, 274 days old. Aaron Rodgers, 41 years, 319 days, so almost 42.
Wow.
They will face off in only the 3rd game in NFL history where both QBs are over 40. The only other occurrences, Drew Brees and Tom Brady. They played twice in 2020. Brees won both those games.
All 4 of those quarterbacks, fantastic quarterbacks,
100%.
of course. And it's not just rare, folks. It's remarkable. Since the NFL merger, only 17 quarterbacks have started at the age of 40 or older. Flacco has started 5 games at 40+, Rodgers 22, and together, quarterbacks over the age of 40 have posted a combined 166 wins, 134 losses. A lot of that success comes from, of course, the GOAT, Tom Brady. Longevity like that isn't just about physical skill. It's really leadership, preparation, the ability to elevate a team, and we really did see Joe Flacco get in there, and he's so calm.
Yes.
So calm on that field.
So calm. Here's something I think that Bengals fans are going to like. Cincinnati has a surprisingly strong track record against age-defying quarterbacks. 7 have faced the Bengals at 40 or older. We're talking, like you said, the GOAT, Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Doug Flutie, even Joe Flacco himself. And whether it's Flacco, Rodgers, or any QB defying Father Time, a thing is clear. Bengals have a history. They step up Thursday night. Another time for them to do that tonight. My goodness.
What do you think?
About this game or just in general?
Well,
I'm kidding. I think that this is going to be a fun one. I know Marshall said he thinks it's going to be a close game. It's always a slugfest.
It is.
When the Steelers come to
it's
town.
nasty, it's gritty.
All the time. And so I think it'll be close, but I'm just feeling the energy out here. I mean, we've been out here all afternoon.
We really have.
And I think the fans are going to get it done for the team tonight.
All right, so you have been voting all night long. Who do you think will be the player of the game? And the results are in.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that. Jamar Chase running away at 48%. Though a lot of votes for Joe Flacco.
Hey, that's where my money would be on right now because he's the leader of the team. He's the guy who's under center. He's the guy who has to get the ball to Jamar. He's got to get the ball to T, to Andre. He's got all these weapons around him. He does. I have faith that that can happen as well. And as the guys said while they were in Paycor Stadium, Chase Brown needs a good night. They need to get the running game going in order to alleviate some of the pressure on Flacco and the rest of the offense.
And we need some complementary football. That defense has got to stay tough.
Yes.
Please.
And they're without Trey Hendrickson, so they need some guys to step up. Yeah. Thanks for spending part of your night here with us just outside Paycor Stadium. The game kicks off in about 15 minutes. Join me back in studio with Caleb for full post-game coverage.
All I got to say is
birth injury cases are unique because of the gravity and the unexpected nature of the injury.
We're here to help provide you answers as to what happened and compensation for those things that are required because of those mistakes.
Any